All right, boys and girls, tonight we're going to start working on some addition using flashcards, okay? Remember, we've done this where we have missing add-ins and we have fact families, and before we did it with small numbers, and today I'm going to do it with bigger numbers. We're going to go up to totals that can equal up to 20, okay? All right, so we're going to see what's hidden underneath of each side of this flap card. So on this side of my flap card, what do you see? All right, if you notice there's 3 and 3, I see the number 6, okay? So 6. On the other side, if I open it up, here's what we've got. All right, do you see the group of 5 plus 2 more? So 5, 6, 7. On this side, I have 7. So if this side is 6 and this side is 7, so if I say 6 plus 7, how many do I have altogether? Okay, well, 6 plus 6 is 12, so 6 plus 7 is 13. Okay, now if I turn this over, it's going to give me the same equation, but just backwards. Instead of this being a 6, what is this right here now? Well, this is a 7. Plus, how many is on the other side? Well, that was 6. Does 7 plus 6 change? No, it's the same thing. It's a commutative property. I just flip these around. So 6 plus 7 equals 13. 7 plus 6 also equals 13. Now, if I'm doing a fact family, I need to come up with my subtraction equations next. Okay, so how many do I have all together? I have 13. We already know that. We've counted that up. So if I have 13, now I'm going to take away one chunk. Let me close up this one over here. 6, and I'm going to take away how many were over here? Or sorry, 13, take away how many were over here? 7. If I have 13 minus 7, what do I get in the end? Well, look what's left, boys and girls. I get 6, okay? Now let's say I were to turn this over, okay? I have 13, still have 13 total. And if I want to take away the opposite number, this number over here, take away 6, what am I left with in the end? That equals 7. This is my fact family, okay? I'm going to write at the top, fact family, where my answers, or my numbers only have 3 numbers. Every single number up here is only these 3 numbers, 6, 7, and 13. They're just in a different place. If you notice in my fact family, I have 2 equations that are plus, and I have 2 equations that are minus. That's how it always goes, okay? In the minus or subtraction equations, okay, the ones down here with subtraction, we start with that biggest number. And in the addition equations, we end with the biggest number. The sum over here, okay, is what we end with the bigger number. So these are my fact families. Okay, let's try one more before we go ahead and move on to the next thing. All right, let me get my eraser. Erase this fact family. This time I'm going to get a different dot card out. And let's try what this one looks like. Okay, so here's my dot card. You're not supposed to be able to see through it, but you can a little bit, okay? If this is my dot card right here, we're going to start with the first number we see under the first flap with the black. Okay, so let's see what the first number is. Let's open this up. Help me out with this a little bit bigger. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm going to start with a 9. Okay, let me go up to where you can see this. 9 is my first number. Then I'm going to add together how many is underneath of this flap. Let's see if you can figure that out. If you notice, these are in groups of 5. 5 and 5, 9 plus 10. If I have 9 plus 10, how many do I have altogether? 10, and 9 is, well, if I don't know, I can count them up. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have 19 altogether. So in this fact family, I will only see the numbers 9, 10, and 19. This is another fact family, okay? I'm going to write it at the top. So we're not going to get any new numbers. No other numbers are going to join this family. You're only going to have the numbers 9, 10, and 19 in this fact family, okay? Let's see. If I close this up and flip it over, all we're doing is switching the order. So if I want to open this up differently, I'm going to open up the 10 first. It's just like giving me the commutative property of this, okay? The next one would be 10 plus, well, what's going to be underneath here? You guys already know. 9. And what's the answer altogether? 19. Okay, so for both of these plus problems, addition problems, we end with our answer being the biggest number, our sum, 19. Okay, now let's go ahead and start with 19. For these subtraction problems, we are going to start with 19 being the first number, okay? So let's see, here's 19 off the bat. And I'm going to take away one of these. Let's start with the one here. 19 take away. How many? That was 10. If I have 19 and I take 10 away, how many are going to be left? Well, I can't get any other numbers. I know I'm only using 9, 10, and 19. Even if I can't see this, I know it's a 9, but I can count what's left. So it is 9, okay? And if I'm going to flip it over and do it the opposite way, I have how many altogether? I do have 19. If I'm going to take away this side first, how many am I taking away? I'm taking away 9, and I get the answer of 10. In this equation right here, oh, I'm dropping my lids. In this equation right here, I had subtraction equations, okay? And both of them started with the biggest number, 19. If I was going to draw a number bond, sorry, that's the number I'm looking for. My biggest number, my whole, is 19 up here at the top, okay? And my two partners to make 19 would be 10 and 9, okay? That's how that would work. All right, so for your work today that you're going to have to go with this, let me erase this. You are going to see a card, and all of them have the answer of 11 or of 11. So the card is going to look something like this, okay? And I'm pulling it up here on mine too, so I can see what you're looking at, okay? And when you see the card on your board, sorry, let me get mine open. Here we go. Home connections. Okay. So when you see your page, you're going to see it says everything equals 11, and the card is split in half. So you're going to have to write 11 up here at the top. Okay. And on one side, it's already going to be drawn for you. So let's say there's 6 over here. Okay. If there's 6 over here, I need to decide how many more I need over on this side to make that right. Okay. So I have 11 altogether. This is 6. So I'm going to count up, and I'm just going to keep drawing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How many did I have to put on this side? 5. Okay, so over here I had 6, over here I had 5. Remember, once I find my numbers on this fact family, no new numbers come to the family. You don't get new family members, okay? You get who you get, and you don't throw a fit. So we've got 11, 6, and 5, and those are really bad numbers for a dry erase board. 6 and 5, okay? So if I was going to draw my fact families to go with this, I would need 2 with a plus and 2 with a minus. My plus ones are going to end. All right, sorry, my plus ones are going to end with the sum being the biggest number. So the answer will be over here. 11 is my sum. I know that already. And my subtractions ones will start with my biggest number over here. Okay, then I'm going to fill it in. So how many were on this side? 6. Plus over here on this side, I have a 5. So 6 plus 5 equals 11. Now I get to do what? You guys love this part. Commutative property, flip it around. 5 plus 6 equals 11. All right, now all I'm going to do is take away 1 each time. So this time I have 11 minus 6, and that's going to equal my other number. What is my other number? 5. And then this time I'm going to say 11 minus, well, I'll take away the 5 this time, and I'm going to get my answer of 6, okay? These are fact families. And they are also showing us how to make missing addends, if you look at it that way. Okay, boys and girls, if you get stuck on this, let me know. I know it's a little bit harder. It's something a little bit different. But parents, if you get stuck on it, you don't have to worry about talking about the flap cards. You're just talking about those numbers that go together for equations. Okay, they're part of a family, those numbers in there. And you're looking for 2 that are plus, and they're just the commutative property, and then 2 that are minus, and you get them to almost do like the commutative property, flipping them at the end, okay? Just equations with the same numbers in the equations, okay? If you get stuck, let me know. Boys and girls, I hope this made sense. I will talk to you later. Bye.